I faked my death to see who actually cared about me. I was 20 when I decided to fake my own death. I know how that sounds, but hear me out. I'd been battling depression for years, and I felt completely invisible. My parents were always focused on my perfect older brother. My friends seemed to tolerate rather than enjoy my company, and my boyfriend of 2 years had just broken up with me via text. I was spiraling, wondering if anyone would even notice if I just disappeared. That's when the twisted idea hit me. What if I could find out for sure? I'd been working at a local hiking trail as a summer guide, and accidents happen there sometimes. It would be believable if someone fell and was swept away by the rapids. I spent 2 weeks planning every detail. Left my backpack and shoes near the cliff edge. Scattered some of my jewelry in the water below. The search lasted 4 days before they called it off. My friend Emma was the only one who knew the truth. She thought I'd lost my mind, but agreed to let me hide in her grandmother's empty house across town for a week. The first blow came when I checked Instagram. The post announcing my death had 23 likes and 5 comments. 23. After 20 years of life, that's all I was worth to people. But I needed to see the real reaction. Emma drove me to my own memorial service, and I sat in the back corner wearing a wig and dark glasses, watching everyone mourn the girl they apparently barely knew. The chapel was maybe a quarter full. My mom gave a eulogy that sounded like she was describing a stranger. Jessica was a sweet girl who loved animals and painting. I was allergic to most animals and hadn't touched a paintbrush since middle school. But the worst part was overhearing the conversations afterward. My aunt whispered to a neighbor, "Honestly, we saw this coming." She was always so dramatic and attention-seeking. My own cousin Sarah spent the entire reception posting Instagram stories about losing someone so young, while laughing with her friends between photos. The moment that shattered me completely was when I overheard my ex-boyfriend talking to my parents. "I feel terrible about the breakup now," he said. But honestly, Jessica was exhausting, always so needy and negative. I just couldn't handle it anymore. My mother actually nodded in understanding. "We know, honey. We'd been worried about her for years. Maybe she's finally at peace now." They were relieved I was gone. My own family was relieved their difficult daughter was no longer their burden. I watched 40 people say goodbye to my life, and most of them seemed grateful it was over. That's when I realized the cruelest truth. I hadn't been invisible after all. They'd seen me clearly, and they'd decided I wasn't worth keeping around.